All right, welcome to this week's two-card short review thing, whatever. Not this week's, this day's. I don't do this every week. I do this almost every single day, at least during the weekdays. I try to do as many as I can. Anyway, so we're going to go over two cards again. Both of them are in the Black Widow set. We started Black Widow yesterday, so we're going to continue that. The one card I actually use a fair amount, and it's not super efficient, but I like the card. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. And another one, I don't think I've ever really used the card. So there's that. So let's go take a look at those cards. But before we do, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. The channel's been growing like crazy. So thank you all for those that have hit the subscribe button, that have watched these videos, that have shared these videos. It means a lot. All right, now let's go check out some cards. All right, the first one I want to go over is Stealth Strike. So Stealth Strike is a 3-cost event, it's attack event for Justice, Black Widow's deck. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If the enemy is defeated by this attack, remove 2 threat from a scheme. 3 for 4 damage is absolutely terrible, right? You want 3 for 8, or maybe 3 for 7, or 3 for 9 would be godly, right? But 3 for 4 is absolutely terrible, and no one would really play this for the damage per se, but being able to remove 2 threat as well is kind of nice. Early on in the game, Justice didn't have a lot of ways to do like extra attack, and this was a nice card to put in there if you just need like a bit more, right? Generally speaking, most of the heroes had like 3 attack cards. If you were playing Justice and early on you had to play a lot of Justice, it was nice to be able to have the option to have a couple extra attack cards in there, and it removed threat from a scheme. And this is important too, because it's not just the main scheme, it's not just a side scheme, it can be your player's side scheme as well, your personal side scheme. So that part of it's nice as well. So it was one of those cards early on, and things that had less than 4 life, it was really strong against, because you just one-shot it with this card and remove 2 threat from a scheme of some sort, and you were doing pretty well, right? You were pretty happy. So nowadays, Justice definitely has more ways to attack, and I feel like it's not as big of a card as it was. Like, it's still nice. I still find room for it now and again. I still like using it now and again, but it's not a card that I use as much as I used to. Again, it felt like back in the day, Justice had no real attacks except for like this card. I mean, it had a couple, but like this was like the real nice one in my opinion. Justice now with time has opened up, and there's more ways to attack with Justice cards. Some of it tee off of like, thwarting and whatnot, but there are more options to it. So is this card used as much? Not really, and especially if minions have more life, it's not used as much either, but it still finds its place every now and again, right? It's still one of those cards that every now and again I can find some room for it, because I do like the card. I do think it makes sense in certain situations, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are of this card. Did you ever use it? Do you still use it? Kind of what's your take on this? So let me know your thoughts down below. Then we also have Interrogation Room, which they still haven't put an image up for, which is kind of crazy because they came out with Black Widow, but whatever. So it's a support, 1 cost, max 1 per player. After you defeat a minion, exhaust Interrogation Room, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Because, again, I play mostly solo, this is a card that I don't use much solo. The reason being is because if I'm dealing with a lot of minions, I'm just going to play aggression. And I'm going to figure out how to remove threat through aggression, which you can easily do nowadays. If I was playing Justice and there were a lot of minions, right, I'm probably going to have a bad time in general. It's not going to work out great. Now, if there aren't a lot of minions, I wouldn't play this card, right? Like, wouldn't make sense to play this card. To get like a good value out of this, I don't really see it working out. Even in multiplayer, I don't use it a ton because it has to be you that defeats a minion. Now, again, if you put this under a aggression player or somebody else that's like doing the minion slaying, then yes, I get that argument for it as a multiplayer card. It makes a lot more sense. I can see it for that use. But again, I mainly play solo. I don't use this card. Like, I don't really see a big use for this card. I remember trying it a few times. I just couldn't get it to work how I would want it to work. So multiplayer card definitely can make sense with a minion slaying deck. Sure, I get it. But what do you all use it for? Do you only use it in multiplayer? Do you use it in solo or anything like that? And if you use it in solo, let me know how. Like, let me know if it's efficient or you found like a decent way to use it. Because like I said, I really haven't found a great way to do it. All right, hopefully you're still enjoying these videos. They've been a lot of fun. Now we've gotten through Black Widow, man. We're flying through some cards right now. So we're catching up. But yeah, we'll get through all of them soon enough, I guess. And then we'll go back and there's some old ones we haven't really talked about either, and we can touch on those as well. So anyway, thank you all for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. If you could do me a huge favor before you leave, head over to twitch.tv/G20woodworking, hit the follow button and turn notifications for when we go live. So we're doing a lot of different live streams. It's been a lot of fun. The community's really grown. We're almost at 1,000 followers, and that'd be like the next cool milestone to hit. So hopefully we can hit that soon, because that's been great. It's been a lot of fun. So hopefully you're enjoying these videos, and I'll see you all next time.